Chat, how old are you? Let me know in the comments. Let's get straight off into it.
Here's why I'm not married yet. I simply
Not married yet. Here's the thing, ladies. You get to choose who you get on your knees for, but you don't get to choose the man that gets on his knee for you. Gotcha, bitch. You gotta love it.
it didn't feel as ever the right time or opportunity to get married in my early to mid-20s. It's kind of nice to see that people aren't rushing into marriage like they used to.
29 if you're wondering. I thought we would just start off with that, considering that her advice is to wait until you're 30 to consider marriage.
As a career-oriented woman, I don't want to settle for someone who's insecure about what I do or wants to control
Settle for someone? Baby girl, the wall is knocking.
me.
Now, this clip does require a little bit of nuance. For those of you who don't know, this is a famous African-American female streamer named Pokimane, and if that wasn't enough of a cue as to why a partner of hers might be controlling, then look no further than her Instagram page, where she is constantly posting parasocial girlfriend bait to get followers. So I can imagine why a significant other of hers would have a problem with that.
The thing is with these female streamers too, is as soon as they get into a relationship, they destroy the bond they have with their fan base because they've always put up a front that they are single and open and wanting a guy. And as soon as another guy is wifing them, that's when they lose all of their credibility. And men are just like, well, now she's taken. I don't want her anymore. This is the problem with these women, is they're celebrated for being single because they're wanted by a lot of men. But as soon as they're in a relationship, dudes are like, ew, gross.
But welcome to modern Twitch,
And that's their entire brand.
the worst people you know are finally getting old. Cutie Cinderella is clocking in at 31. Then we have Valkyrie at 34.
I feel mentally stunted. Like, I don't feel 34. I'm a middle-aged woman.
Hassan better wife her up. And finally, as I said, we have Iman, who is about to turn 30.
I've always been someone who wanted kids, wanted to start a family.
You better hurry. Guys get like an extra 10 years to act like they're still in high school despite being well into adulthood. But because of biological limitations, once women hit maybe 22, they gotta get moving before their time runs out.
On
It's a
top
wrap.
of that, there's such a pressure on women. I feel like we're constantly told and conditioned to think that our greatest value is bringing life into this world, which
Okay, I mean, what? I find painfully reductionist.
I find painfully reductionist.
Clearly, she took her
I mean, what else? Here's my thing. What else is more important than that? Don't worry, I'll wait. Having a family, what means more than that? What means more than having a family? I would love to know. I don't think there's much more important than that. Your job, your career, I don't think that's the case. I don't think you streaming on Twitch is more important than having a family.
like Iman, who are following the golden path in their careers, or people who are wasting like a decade doing nothing in their parents' basement. Let me just say that these traditional milestones have been created for a reason, and the reason older people are pressuring you and saying that time is running out is because they know that you only have a finite amount of time to achieve certain things before you're locked out of them.
Well, exactly. And then also you hit geriatric pregnancy at 35. And then after that, let's say you have a kid when you're a 40-year-old woman, it's like a 1 in 12 chance that your child's going to have Down syndrome. Like the fact that you could willingly give birth to a child that has a physical or mental ailment is just very irresponsible.
Right, for myself. Okay, but you guys told me to. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire lifetime
It's yourself.
is your damn self. So why shouldn't I
Coming from a lonely woman.
get this ring for my damn self?
That was Pokimane showing off her African-American roots. I'm surprised Beyonce didn't start playing in the background. But also, what a callback to Emma Watson announcing that she was self-partnered when
Emma Watson says she's self-partnered.
she was about to turn 30.
I never believed the whole I'm happy single spiel, but I'm very happy. I call it being self-partnered.
Oh, God. Well, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing, man. You can't be happily something when you don't choose to be. Like, you wish you had a guy, but you don't. You can't. That's like a guy saying, like, I'm happy not getting bitches, dude. I'm happy getting no play. I'm happy never having an option to even talk to a girl. I'm happy that no girl even finds me attractive. Like, imagine that. It doesn't make sense. Men are wired in a way where they want to be wanted by women. That's just a normal thing. We're horny. That's what it is. Guys are like that. We produce hundreds of millions of sperm per month. Women produce 1 egg. Women are looking for the best fit. Men are looking to spread seed as much as possible. So the fact that you're like, I'm happy single. The projection is crazy. If you have to say it, it's already untrue.
What an internet classic.
Yeah, that's like almost saying, that's like saying as a man, like, I'm a high value man. No, you don't get to dictate if you're a high value man. Other people get to say if you're a high value man or not. You don't get to just self-proclaim that.
Proposing to myself? Look at the gorgeous diamonds. You know when jewelry is so pretty, you want to eat it? Is that just me? Like, it's so
That is so pathetic.
delectable.
Am I the only person who thinks this ring
That's an ugly ass ring.
looks ugly, it looks like that snake that eats its own tail. I don't know if that's some sort of metaphor or if it's the kind of jewelry that an evil stepmother from a Disney movie would wear, but I guess it's good that she likes it.
Will I be with me for the rest of my life? Well, yes, I've no choice. I'm gonna have the opportunity to gift my husband the sickest engagement ring for men that there ever was, and I cannot wait. You guys know how much I love gift giving, and just that idea makes me so happy.
I can think of nothing more emasculating than a woman proposing to a man. I'll never understand.
Bro, chat, yeah, I agree with that. Chat, would you say yes if your girl got on a knee? I would be in shambles, bro. I'd be in absolute shambles.
Or 2 ago, like a year and a half, something like that, I realized I had been attracting a lot of beta males.
Dude, this is another thing that I cannot stand is women are like, I attract beta men. No, you attract the men that are on your level. Life is a mirror, not a window. If these men feel like they're accessible to you, then that's your league.
You know, I was like, I'm trying to cop a dude. All I got are like these bitches, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what's my
And it's shaming her entire audience, by the way, because the only dudes that watch Pokimane are simps.
problem?
Maybe it's because you're looking for a guy who would let you propose to him. It's funny watching a person who...
Yeah, exactly. Like, she self-proclaimed said, I would love to shower him with gifts and propose to him, but yet she's like, I don't know why I attract beta males. It's because you're a masculine woman.
It's controversial, but I'm in New York right now, and I've noticed that the hottest men, the most attractive men, all happen to be gay.
More...
Yeah, dude, this is another thing I cannot stand. Women, like, imagine if a dude came out and was like, why is it that all the hot women are lesbians? They're all gay. What's going on? Like, that claim is so stupid to me. Like, that all the good-looking men are gay.
Career to streaming, it was also the source of a lot of difficult moments and harassment that I don't experience on other platforms. And I can confirm it's been really healing to explore other creative outlets.
Now, a reasonable person might say that being a pretend parasocial girlfriend to tons of lonely men as you pirate old episodes of Avatar for your stream is not very creative, but you know, this is Twitch we're talking about here. I mean, technically, Amaranth is the most well-put-together streamer when it comes to life milestones because she's married. So the standards aren't that high here.
God, Amaranth is her whole situation where her husband is a train wreck.
But it seems like Iman is graduating to a new era in her career. She started out with her League of Legends N-word phase. If she wanted to speak like that, she should have picked Heroes of Newerth. Then she had her phase where she went after people's sponsors.
And I will say, for this company to sponsor a video that's literally 20 minutes of talking shit about me, if I ever see you in my inbox, on site. On fucking site.
On site for what? What are you gonna do? Oh my God. What is that? You look like somebody. You look like a Miss Potato Head. They just like attach the eyes, the nose, and this girl's talking about she wants it. What? This face makes more money than you'll ever see in your life. I mean, she's probably right though.
After that, she had
But you
her
still got that face though. Good Lord.
entitled rich girl phase. A lot of people were...
This is what's crazy to me is like that's what her face looks like, and this is what my face looks like with no makeup. I don't wear makeup. The difference here is crazy. The fact that she can even doll this up at all.
offended by this tweet, but personally, I'm glad that she was being her true self here.
Like, if you're a
But the thing is money doesn't matter to women. You're gonna die with all. You can't take it with you. You know what I mean? That's why you never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You can make all the money in the world and just still be destitute and lonely. Wrong one. Have no one to share it with. What's the point of having a bunch of money and a big house if you're alone? You got nobody to share it with. No husband, no kids, no nothing. No dog. Like maybe you got a dog. You know, maybe that's what you got at the most of it, you know?
Whoop de doo.
But you got no family. What's the point of having all this career success if you can't have a family?
broke boy, just say so.
Personally, I enjoy it when Catty Pokimane stupidly calls her followers broke beta males. However, now I think that we're entering my favorite era of Pokimane, which is her Eat, Pray, Love phase.
This year, I fully cut someone out of my life who used to be a close friend, but was lying to me, lying about me, in general causing me so much emotional turmoil
Whoop de
that I
doo.
needed a lot of therapy. But after I cut them off, I did not message them once.
You go, Pokey. Good for you for
Wow.
not messaging him. You earned that candle.
It's a grown woman, by the way.
Also, for the guys who haven't been forced to watch Eat, Pray, Love, it is quite possibly the most woman movie that's ever been created. Eat, Pray, Love is about a 40-year-old New York career girlie with no children who goes off to Italy and gets fat and then becomes wise by learning from India after she divorces her husband who is deeply in love with her because he's short, I'm guessing, or because she got married too young, which is what she said in the movie. Of course, they have to make sure they poison young women into thinking that being like 28 is too young to make a commitment. I mean, undateable men have their Manic Pixie Dream Girl movies, and undateable women have Eat, Pray, Love and Morning Glory Milking Farm for when the life advice from such movies
I did a whole episode on this one. This one's weird.
turns them into a spinster.
I'm ridding myself of a lot of my people-pleasing tendencies, and I'm so proud of myself for that. I am wishing you a Happy New Year, and I'm rooting for us.
Well, I'm glad.
What the fart is that, dude? This is a grown woman, bro. A straight up grown woman. This is what? Blowing out candle. This is wild to me.
Just as a little side note, the woman who wrote the book Eat, Pray, Love was fucking batshit insane. On screen is a video about that. Let me just say that it makes sense that the advice given
The woman who wrote Eat, Pray, Love planned to unalive her girlfriend and wrote
in
a
that
new
movie
book about it.
is horrendous
Wow.
feel-good bullshit that will actually harm your life if you follow it. Now, as for the late bloomer part and learning teenager lessons when you're almost middle age, I guess that's fine. Better to learn late than never, but the part that I have an issue with is the part where she has to publicly congratulate herself because it comes off as incredibly narcissistic. And what I
Yeah.
mean by that is that this Eat, Pray, Love video is like when you go to a job interview and they say, tell us about one of your flaws, and you're like supposed to lie by taking a positive thing about you and frame it as a negative.
So
You don't want to
true.
end up attention-seeking and cringe like this when you get older.
I bought my first ever Birkin, and although I'd love to own one someday, I first wanted to buy
Birkenbeck, those are like $30,000, dude.
one for a very special person in my life, my manager. I couldn't think of a more deserving person to have such a coveted bag, except maybe you, which is why I got a second one. I love gifting you guys because you've been
My God, it's like 60 racks and bags.
just as kind and supportive of me as my friends and my team has been.
Right. Hopefully someday the poor multi-millionaire African-American streamer Pokimane will be able to afford her own $20,000 Hermes Birkin bag.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
I swear nothing will turn you into a misogynist faster than learning Hermes's business plan and how effective it is on women. It's basically a luxury gacha game store where the loot boxes are $5,000, and when you pull ultra rare items, you still have to pay for them. But also imagine not being able to gift your manager something without publicizing it, and Pokimane publicizes how generous she is quite frequently. Honestly, these giveaways that she does look a lot like she's bribing people to watch her or be her friend. I don't get how she's like, maybe one day I can afford a Birkin for myself, when she also releases videos openly bragging about her gifting her friends purses that are into the thousands of dollars each. But probably the worst part of her showing her audience how great it is to let life milestones pass by for the sake of your career is that she does this whole girlfriend simulator bit to make money despite not having to because she's insanely rich. And the issue with that is that she can't really date anyone because she'll lose a ton of her following, which is why she has to make videos like this.
Told you.
I have to introduce you to a recurring character in my life. This is Chris, also known as Sunkiss,
A recurring character in my life. You mean your boyfriend?
also known as my neighbor.
Iman, nobody believes that this guy is in the video because he's your neighbor, unless he's gay or you have really terrible boundaries.
We met at one of those everybody in the building gets together kind of parties, and then there were board games for people in the building, so we got to know each other at board
Bro, when you have to justify it this hard, bro, he's like, just say we're smushing.
game nights. Chris cooks a lot, drinks a lot, and he sings. Chris, sing.
Oh, he definitely beating cheeks in. He definitely plowing. He definitely sowing some seed.
Right. That's not all there is to say.
Damn, I'm pretty boring.
Okay, me too.
Right, your neighbor that you met at board game nights who is close in age and comes over to cook for you because we all know she can't. Your neighbor who goes to the gym with you to lift while you go off and do a bunch of exercises that are largely useless. She does shit like this a lot, so I imagine that she knows as much about working out as she does cooking. Anyway, nobody
Nothing.
believed her story, and the Simps became depressed because now it's finally over.
Dude,
Yep.
Pokey, like, I can sing better. I can cook better. I can do better. I can be better. I'm everything this guy can be. Just message me back, please.
That's right, Miskiff. It could have been
Mizkif is a straight chud. Oh my God. The fact that some of these people are actually, you know, like famous to me is wild. I mean, but the internet's a crazy place. You know what I mean? The internet's a crazy place. I mean, look where it's taken me, and I'm just a normal, I feel like I'm a normal ass dude, you know? I'm not famous in any regard.
With my neighbor.
I saw that. Was it actually your neighbor?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We met at you know those
You're a liar!
building get-togethers where they're like, everybody
You go
in
to
this
those?
building, come hang out, kind of parties.
Yeah. Nobody goes to those. Nobody goes to those.
And then we got to know each other at board game nights for like people in the building essentially, or like friends on the same floor sort of thing. And then people on Twitter were like, imagine having to hide your partner because your community's gonna freak out. And then my whole community is like, oh my God, cute video. I'm like, it just feels like,
Okay.
two entirely different worlds.
Again, I'm not sure why she would show this guy in a room alone with her if they were not dating and if he's not gay.
Yeah.
I guess the tier 3 subs who think she will date them if they give her enough money.
In Chinese.
Yep.
Wait, I've never heard you sing in Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
我们今生注定是沧桑。
Now that we've established
Singing in Chinese is so weird. What is that, bro?
Bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways.
Wait, but you're rich.
Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No. Like the ultra rich. The ultra giga
No,
rich.
not the rich, the ultra rich, right? Let's move the goalpost there.
The
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that, and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh.
You
the
gotta
ultra
say,
giga
you gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
I don't know what it is
Yeah,
with
she's the top 1% of all people talking about, I hate the rich. Hate the rich. I never understood that, even as somebody that was poor in college and like growing up, I was broke. Like, hate the rich. Why? It's a beautiful thing that you can go out and create something of value and make a ton of money. I think it's a great thing. I wish I could do that.
And the biggest YouTuber, Mr. Beast, who I'm now fully convinced is AI, where LARPing is broke.
You said you keep less than $1 million for yourself despite being a paper billionaire. Why do you choose to operate that way?
It's funny talking about my personal finances because no one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have. Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me, and their bank account.
I mean, you are a millionaire.
I hate that, dude. Shut up, Mr. Beast. Shut up. That stuff irks me right there. Like, when these rich influencers, bro, talk about how they're broke. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not even a big YouTuber, and YouTube pays a lot, dude. It pays a lot. It pays more than I ever thought it would pay. I'm gonna keep it at that. Wow, I never thought that you could make this much money online. So I'm never gonna sit here and be like, guys, I'm broke. I just don't know what to do, Chad. I really need you guys. Like, no, because I'm not hurting. I'm not broke. This stuff pays a lot. Like, just to put it into perspective here. So YouTube right now, at least this month, is paying $9 per 1,000 views. And I've got 2.7 million views. If you do the math on that for March... Here, I've never shown you my analytics, have I, chat? Put a 1 in the chat. You want to see my analytics? You want to see what I've made this month? Put a 1 in the chat. Ugh, let me just show you guys. All right, cool. Bam. 32 racks. That's for 3.6 million views. That's it. YouTube pays a lot. So for these people to be like, I have negative money. I just have negative money. Bruh, that's such a lie. And the thing is, that's just AdSense. That's not brand deals. That's not, anything from the free cash stuff. Like I'm not going to sit here and say like, I'm broke, dude. I'm just down bad. I really need you guys to do this. Like, bro, no. Like, how arrogant and like disrespectful to your audience. And another thing that I've never understood is, even when I worked in corporate, it's like people not talking about how much they make. And put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think people that don't talk about how much they make, it's more harmful than helpful, because you're keeping it away from your employees or your coworkers in the hopes that maybe you're getting paid more, or in the hopes that, they're not going to find out how much you make, so they're not going to get equal pay or something like that. But like, how are we going to make sure everybody's getting paid fairly unless everybody's transparent about it? And in my opinion, no amount of money is like a secretive level of money. What Elon Musk makes is billions, hundreds of billions, right? Everybody knows. Like what's the threshold for not letting people know? What's that threshold? Is it 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month, 200 grand? Like, what is the threshold here? Like, that's one thing I liked about Moist Criticals. He showed it. He's like, I made $34 million. It's like, wow, that's a lot. He showed it. But making 10 grand a month is too much. You ask somebody how much they make, they're like, I don't want to tell you. Like, what's the point? What's the point? What does it hurt telling people? I don't get it. I really don't get it. All right, let's switch over to the Twitter here. Oh my God. Caleb Hammer found a woman who wants to be a Disney adult.
You can't even take care of yourself.
Jesus, that's loud. I'm sorry, chat.
So what's going on?
Before I get into this clip, are you guys surprised that how much that was, chat, as far as the monthly pay? Or is that surprising? Or are you kind of like, that makes sense?
You can't even...
These women are so stupid. They snitch on themselves. They dry snitch on themselves so hard. Just so hard.
We are on the same page. If you don't look like a girl, get the out of the girl's bathroom.
I don't think you belong in the girl's bathroom.
But you wouldn't, my love, you wouldn't know. But 4 years in.
I would know when you whipped your penis out.
A lot of the issues that we're having is the divide where it's competition, my love. Where like we're dating the same men.
We're definitely not dating the same men.
How about no? We are, baby. Trust me.
No, we are not.
We are.
I don't know about dating.
Yes, we are. We're dating the same dudes.
Can't say that.
I think that.
I don't think a lot of chat. We got a lot of straight men that watch. You dating trans women, chat? Gotta go ahead and doubt that.
How about no? There's a competitive aspect to where like
Carolina, this is where I just full on cut you off.
Yeah, we're dating the same men. Trust me. No, you're not. No, you're not. Feminist uses her last breath. Good Lord.
You really are a fat bastard.
See that video recording of me?
That's not true.
It is. It is. I'm a film major.
Okay. In a public space?
Yes, in a public space. You still need to get my permission on signature.
No, that's a lie.
You're a liar.
To use this, all right? If I see this on the internet or used, I will contact lawyers. See that video recording of me?
That's not true.
It is.
I will contact my lawyers. Dude, whatever. The only thing you're going to contact is maybe an airborne sickness because your freaking immune system's bad. All right, here. Okay, I think we already saw this one. Let's go back to the bookmarks here. I try to bookmark enough stuff where we can have some things to kind of offshoot. 3 men watched me load a dishwasher by myself. What's wrong with these men? Just the sense of entitlement. You can just tell in her face she's mad. Nobody's helping her.
I'm not kidding you. A 80-something-year-old lady just stopped and asked me for help. 3 men passed me by. Teach your kids better. Golly. Hey.
Who's raising the kids? It's the single moms.
Gotcha, bitch. I don't need no man. I can handle my own.
Well, then there you go. Congratulations. You don't need a man. You can handle your own. That's why nobody helped you.
There might be somebody out here that can. Breaking a dang back, loading a dishwasher.
Why would you get a dishwasher? You're already a dishwasher.
Shots fired!
Why would you need another? Why would you need a fresh new dishwasher? What's going on with that? You already are a dishwasher. What's going on? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? All right, let's see here. She rejected a marriage proposal because he cheated on her 3 days before. Oh God. This is what he did. He cheated? Oh goodness. What is going on? Okay. I try not to react to these clips before chat, so sometimes they're garbage. When I tell people I'm a mom and an OF creator.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Your poor kid. I don't care what you say, I'm a runner. Good Lord, you can't make this stuff up, brother. Let's see here. What else do we got? What is going on? Liberal white woman says if Republicans are the majority, why is there never counter protesters at the No Kings? Because it's a useless protest, bro.
Shots fired!
It's a useless protest. It's people in mobility scooters.
My question for you guys on the far right is, if you're the majority, where were you?
We'll do when 15 people get in a yard and just want to yell. We'll just let it happen. Why do we need to protest against 15 people mad?
Where were you guys? Because there wasn't many of you that showed up to counter protest, and I feel like if this is so important to you, if you love President Trump, you might have want to wanted to be out counter protesting.
I mean, like I said, when there's 15 people out there yelling, you're like, it's not that big of a movement. Trust me, it's not that large of a movement. I promise you. So it's not really anything we got to go out there and try too hard because the movement's not that great. So yeah, there's that part. Let's see here. What else do we got? What else do we have? Okay, Modern Woman on TikTok says we should worship women over God. Oh, okay.
This is a hot take and probably going to trigger people, but I think we should worship women. Like, when did we stop worshiping women? Like, we're pretty fucking cool. Like, you.
This is a woman that's alone crying in a dark room.
Shots fired!
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. All right, if you're woke, you're probably rich.
The more privileged kids are the ones who end up indulging in all of this nonsense.
So true, because they don't have real life problems, bro.
Because they're privileged. If you're poor, you're too busy trying to figure out how to pay the mortgage. Whereas when you come from privilege, you feel guilty about your privilege anyway, and then you're going around looking for hats that you can put on. Oh, today I'm gay, tomorrow I'm trans, etc. Actually, did you know my great-grandmother was black? Or whatever it is, to try and claim some victimhood so that you can be admired by your friends, or I'm suffering from mental health issues, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. The schools are encouraging them in this way. They're teaching white kids to feel guilty and black kids to feel like they're victims, encouraging the whole trans stuff.
Dude, that's so true. Have you ever noticed, chat, that like these celebrities have like trans kids? A lot of celebrities have trans. Megan Fox has like 3 daughters. They're all trans, or three sons or something, like they're all trans. Like, I've heard Jordan Peterson talk about this in a Joe Rogan podcast. The likeliness that you have 3 trans children is very low. Like, that is such a crazy stat right there. But it's just virtue signaling to say that, like, oh, look at us. We're all the victims here. It's just, yeah. That's why, like, dude, I vow to you guys. I vow to you guys. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Free. I vow to you guys. I'm going to be the same whether I have 300,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, which I hope we hit one day. And shout out to you guys if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, it's all good. It's all good. Still love you. Still love you. But, bro, I'm not going to change. If anything, I'll probably get more based and more conservative as I get older. Right now, I got a kid, I got a wife, I got a dog. I got people to protect financially, physically, emotionally. I got a lot of responsibility now. Me being a virtue signaling, rich, performative, humanitarian, moral and ethical, high ground liberal, it'll never happen, dude. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. And I'll never sit here and say to you guys, like, I'm a victim. It's just my life is so hard. You'll just never understand what I have to go through. You'll never understand what I have to go through, Chad. It's just so hard. Like, being a YouTuber and making stupid videos online, it's just so difficult. That's why it's like, when I see people talking about, like, being a content creator is harder than a 9-to-5, dude, a 9-to-5 is 1,000 times harder than being a content creator. 1,000 times harder. It's why I'm so blessed. That's why I try to tell you guys thank you as much as I can, because you guys really changed my life for the better. I get to make my own schedule, record videos when I want, which is why I try to show up for you guys every single day. I'm not like, I'm going to put out a video a week. They'll watch. It'll get, whatever. I'm like, no, I got to put out value for you guys every single day. And I got to try to be funny, and I got to be quick, and I got to be witty, and I got to give value. Because if not, you're not going to watch. As soon as I just get boring and just sit here and just, like, you guys aren't going to watch. It's just how it is. Ain't that right, Lokes? Did you make that disappear? My God. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.